Welcome to the Indian Novella writing course. My name is Damien Mosley and I'll be your tutor for the next 4 weeks. This course has been developed for those who've already been on a writing course or who've already created their first draft and are wondering where to take it next. Now, for a lot of us, being published is the aim of writing a novel. We want it on those bookshelves, we want it in that bookshop, we want it published by a big name publisher. But a lot of the time we get a little too wrapped up in that ambition to really kind of see the wood for the trees, to really understand why we wrote the novel in the first place. And if we lose track of that, we go into a vicious cycle of not understanding what we put on the page and hence not really being able to articulate our story to a literary agent or a publisher. This is usually where a novel tends to fall down when it comes to finding representation. I've seen so much good writing past the desk of Indian Novella, but it just doesn't always translate into a published novel or a publishable novel. So what we've done is try to hone in on some areas that essentially lie outside the realms of a standard writing course. They're the questions that you almost have to ask yourself as a writer to really consider about your manuscript when you've actually completed that first draft, even after you've completed that fifth draft, when you've actually got it on the page there in front of you, so you can examine it with a reader's eye, with an agent's eye, with a publisher's eye, and actually determine yourself, is this manuscript ready to be published? Is it going to fit a bookshelf out there? Is it going to fit Waterstones? Is it going to fit the top table at Foyles? Is this manuscript going to be something that I can be really satisfied with? Recently, I was at a literary talk with author Shayan Karanatilaka, and one of the audience members asked him to basically review his manuscript to see if it was worth pursuing, if it was worth carrying on with, essentially asking Shayan if he was a good writer. I really wanted to jump in there because I think a lot of us, when we actually meet an author, a literary agent or a publisher, we actually want to shove our manuscript in front of them and just ask them that question: is this good? Is this good enough? Will I get published? What do I have to do to make this manuscript better to a publishable standard? And in a way, I, as a publisher, just want to step in and just say, it's not really about anyone else. Part of the writing journey is getting there on your own, because if you read around, if you read the work of other authors, and if you learn your craft, you'll get to this point where you feel your writing is getting better. You'll get to the point where you feel there's something really solid about your writer. You won't yourself call it good, but you would feel this element of being satisfied, knowing that either you've told the story you wanted to tell, or you've put together all the techniques from your writing experience on a page, and you have something that you feel works, that you're excited to put it in front of other people. No, excited is the wrong word. You're content to put it in front of other people, because to me, excited almost implies you're still with the adrenaline of the moment of finishing something, and that can be really counterproductive. You're happy with what you've done and you feel that this work can be published, not should be published, but you feel that you as a writer have written something that is not out of place.